Game on. Boy, it's been a little bit of time. Been a little scared to enter the therapy session. Fuck. Man, you know what? Let's talk about Rampage. Let's rediscuss Rampage so I don't actually have to start diving into my actual life. We can just ignore those problems for a little bit longer. I don't know what to think about Rampage. I don't know what to think about it. It's frustrating. Because you want to know what? I don't think Brendog's line was that crazy. Like looking at the other big shit, like doing those huge backflips and stuff. Yeah, the canyon gap is definitely something that is I would never attempt ever in my life, ever, ever, ever. But that's why these guys make money off this shit. So it's I get it. What really fucking grinds my gears is that Brendog was like saying in his shit that the judges like were like, "Oh yeah, your line's so sick. You're sorry about last year. Like you're I don't know if I already talked about this probably. But guess what? I'm not over it. Okay? That's what you're going to get. I'm not over it. I don't know what to think. I'm confused. Therefore, I'm angry and I'm going to lash out. Fuck the judges. They don't know what they're talking about. Darren Bearcloth used to like you. Now I hate you. Fuck you, dude. You don't know shit. Do you get paid by Red Bull to be a professional athlete? Do you get paid to judge this contest? Does your livelihood revolve around you being good at mountain biking and able to critique and judge those things appropriately? Yeah, but I know more. I don't know, dude. I get it. I do know. I get it. I get it. I get it. Like some of the rewatching Adolf's run. I can't say that seriously. Uh, we got this. We got this. He's more than his name. He's more than his name. He's his own person, and he actually seems kind of chill. Rides for Yeti like that. I think. Does he? No, I think I'm thinking of Reed Boggs. Adolf Silva and Reed Boggs are kind of like interchangeable to me. It's just like the South American version of Adolf Silva is. I think he's. Oh shit, he might actually be like Spanish. So it'd be the European version of Reed Boggs, but you get it. So, that might have been a little bit. Is that racist? Was I just racist there? No, I'm just a fucking idiot. Well, I guess that's kind of racism as being a moron. Oh well, sorry about it. Try to do better next time. My B. Um, the watching those guys do their tricks off. I think it was like Price is Right or whatever. Hang on, quick pause. I got to put up a blind so I'm not thinking about these cars coming at me. I'm just pulled off on the side of the road. I had to pull off to the side of the road and just record something. Otherwise, I was never going to do it. Game on. All right. So, where was I? I don't remember what I was talking about, but I know it was Rampage and Brent. I just don't remember what I had already said and what I hadn't. So, here's the deal. I, I was talking about Adolf Silva, right, being racist. Yeah, the watching those guys flip off Price is Right is is insane. It's pretty fucking nuts. And honestly, I'm okay, we're in the trust tree. This is a safe space. Guys, this is therapy. This is my safe space. I Here's the deal. I'll say it better. I was gonna say I don't mind if like Brendog got last place, but that's not true. People crashed, not gonna get last place, but you get it. Like of completed runs. So I think it's not about Brendog's placing, and I think that's where I actually think it's going pretty well in the sense of like people being like, yeah, it wasn't. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people talk about how crazy Brendog's run is, but that's not really the issue. The issue is that it was told it was going to be scored higher. I think it's natural to be like, okay, what's the hardest thing to do? Well, it's to practice a trick over and over and over again, crashing basically the whole time until you learn it and can do it off different features. Brendog's comfortable with doing that on over a canyon gap, but not on a drop. So it's harder than riding a chute. Like that's why you're not like the terrain that you're riding down. It's hard when it's fast. That's the thing that is being left out of like the whole conversation. And I don't blame the judges for looking at tricks. Like, but I think you also have to look at like the repercussions. I think you have to score more and communicate more what you're trying to like what you're trying like you need to communicate better what you're trying to define like the difficulty of the trick as. Like a backflip with more potential like issues is going to score higher than a perfectly packed slope style landing. Like even if it's bigger, like that's what I would say needs to be more factored into the score, I guess. I don't fucking know, guys. God damn it. I don't know. I don't get paid for this shit, dude. Like this is the judge's job. I can't look at Jeff Golovich's fucking lifeless eyes any fucking longer. That guy looks like a deer in the headlights when he gets on camera. It's honestly terrifying to listen to. It's like cringy. It sucks because he's so chill on videos. I've already said I talked about this last time, but I stand by it. In rewatching, I watched this fucking Gypsy Tales episode, and where's my phone up front? So, and he had Cam Zink and Kyle Strait. First off, my B, who would have guessed? Not knowing someone and then actually starting to figure out a little bit of their personality. Turns out they're pretty chill. Kyle Strait, shout out. Not been the biggest fan of his runs. Thinks he's gotten overscored in the past, but I honestly, listening to Cam Zink and how he thinks about it, I hope Kyle Strait kind of thinks the same thing, where it's like people just have their opinions. He's comfortable with having won the event twice to be like, well, yeah, I won, so have your opinion. And then I could just be the little fucking chihuahua just chomping at the heels, just being annoying as fuck, but at least he's got the hardware to prove that my opinion doesn't fucking matter. If you needed anything to prove that ever, you shouldn't, because it already should be known. No one's opinion fucking matters at all. It's all about what you put into it. If you care, guess what? I don't care about shit. All right, let's get back to it. I'm back on task. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Gypsy Tales podcast. Kyle Strait seems pretty chill. Loved that he brought out the single crown fork. I don't hate that the single crown fork is coming into like more people are bringing that shit. Like Cam Zink's like I'm only ever bringing dual crown. Sweet, that's awesome. I think single crown is kind of where it's going. That's where the sport is being pushed to. The next step in the process is more tricks, different tricks, more dangerous tricks coming into play. Semenuk did an an opposite tail whip into the craziest run out I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Like lily pad, like oppo tail whip onto lily pad and then off. Like you're not stopping your and the steepness that the lily pad was at, the landing, you're not stopping yourself. You're going off another cliff if you don't land that. Like I am I think it was Cam or Kyle or whatever. They were like, "Oh, and it's crazy," and then he missed uh, the step down backflip tail whip, and I'm like, "That's not crazy at all." I could feel the energy. I was like, there's no shot he's ready for that." Like it was the weirdest feeling when I think as he took off and stumbled with it, that it was like it was like it's like when the movie there's a very tense moment like and something like the shot is yes, this is it, when the basketball is on the rim of a movie and it's gonna fall one way, and when it falls that one way, whether the movie's gonna go bad or good, usually it's good, but whatever it is, that feeling, and you kind of have gotten this sense of buildup, it kind of falls that one way, and it's like fucking yes, knew it. This was the opposite direction, but when he stumbled off that step down, it was like, yeah, his brain is still thinking about the oppo tail whip. Like that's how locked in you have to fucking be. And I don't know shit. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just thinking about when I've been starting to hit bigger shit, and there is something about I feel safer. This is not anywhere close, but I do feel like there is a level of getting so comfortable with it, you know that it's gonna work. Kind of. Not really. Like and it's not like well, you don't know that it's gonna work, but there's a confidence that you can build up to it. And there's like a moment in air when you oh man, I don't want to say like when something's going right because it's not always. I don't want to jinx myself selfishly, but also oh man, I don't know. There was like a video that I just posted. It was like the floaty ones, the floaty jumps. It's like a full like a quad set, I think, or maybe a triple, like like three doubles, and there's like there's a moment on the last one where like a split second before, right as I got to the apex of the jump, like on the takeoff, it kind of felt a little squirrely on the takeoff. And I was like, I don't know about this one. And then just a hair before in my brain, I've like landed the trick. And I'm like, you can hear me just go, yup. Like, because there's something about when it falls, like everything kind of falls into place. And something's gonna happen. It's so weird. I hate saying that. I don't want to say that. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. But I know. You know what I mean? You know? Fuck. But anyways, when Semenuk went off, it looked like his brain was still thinking about like an Oppo tail whip. And I don't know, man, I'd love to rewatch it and like analyze it. But yeah, it felt like his weight was very far forward because like you're flipping, you're kicking with your opposite foot or like backward, whatever it may be. It was just off. There was something weird about it where it was like his brain is still thinking he's going oppo right here. It was nuts. So to do an oppo tail whip off something like that, that is that's crazy. That's crazy. That's where the sport is going. Again, said it before, say it again. Semenuk is progression. Like the man is progression. Emil will absolutely is incredibly talented, but he's at a point. I don't. Emil is like this like next Semenuk's next level, like final form of technicality and stuff. But Semenuk himself is still like progressing the sport. It's crazy. Like so in that sense, I can understand him we've seen double backies before. We've seen big flips. We haven't seen a big front flip off a drop. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I'm still not over it. And I've come way more around on it than ever before, and now I'm like doubly pissed about it. So, yeah, I get it. Progression, but progression in one aspect, one trick, one hit, one lip. That's where I feel like these judges are just being reactionary, where it's just like, oh, that was sick. That was crazy. That moment was nuts. Whole thing wins. It's like, yeah, but did you see Kurt Sorgi? I felt like he rode on the edge of a cliff every time and didn't like speed, like had the speed pretty much dialed in completely on every hit all the way down. The flow was unbelievable. He's a free rider. Like I think I gotta look up. I gotta look up where they're ranked because it's like what the results were because I just don't fuck these judges, dude. Fuck these judges. You heard it here first. Yeah, Tom Van Steenberg. Never before seen front flip. We're talking about big hits, winning. Like, sorry, got off topic, but the Gypsy Tales podcast. I'm gonna bring it back around to TVS. Don't worry a little bit. The Gypsy Tales podcast. They're talking about like they definitely can understand, a little bit for like the perspective of Semenuk getting first. But they also talked about TVS not really getting his shine. Like that is a huge trick that he just did. I think he did a backflip off Price's, or maybe that was a front flip. But I think there was another backflip in there. He was tricking the top section. Like his run should have gotten more. It felt like everything about it. They talked about specifically. They talked about second runs and how the judges like leave room to score the second run. Like it's not based on, excuse me. It's not based on like best. Like your first run was your best and then you do the exact same run. Forget that example. If you do your first run and then you do your second run the exact same, both of them the exact same, your second run would be scored higher. It's like that makes no fucking sense. Fuck you guys. Like, ah, dude, stop fucking with the judging. Like, it's let Cam, let the announcers build the story. Let the announcer, let the event let the event build the story. Let the announcers tell the story. Stop trying to be the focus of the fucking competition and like these like puppeteers behind it all. Fuck you guys. Just put out some fucking numbers or not even. Don't even worry about the numbers. Just rank people. Just rank people. That's what you got. That's the level of like childness. That's the level that you guys could be that you guys can handle. Because you can't handle fucking numbers. We got to take those out of your hands. We got to bring you back to preschool. Wow. Oh, getting a call. Hang on. Fucking pause. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep going. Call her back. Oh yes. Okay. That got me out of my fucking anger. Whew, I needed that. Oh yeah. Fuck these judges. These guys fucking. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Like, stop. Don't make it about you guys. It doesn't need to be about you guys. You can't. If you can't handle these fucking numbers, you're trying to create storylines with the numbers themselves. Stop fucking with the numbers. Don't fuck with the formula. When the ingredients work, they work. So just let that be. You're the referees. You are the fucking zebras in this. You're the goddamn white hats. So just put your fucking hat on and go to work. Do your job. Fuck. I hate that I said that. But you get it. Like, that is what it needs to be. Do your job. Your job is to judge. Your job is not to create some story. The riders do their job. They ride down the mountain and do sick shit. The announcers do their job and talk about everything going on and tell the story that, guess what? The event builds itself from the riders. You're not the focus anymore. Get off the big screen. Where does this run rank against these ones that just happened? Boom. There it is. You're done. We don't want to. You don't need. We don't. We shouldn't need to talk to you guys. We should. You definitely shouldn't have George Gullovich talking to us. Just skip. Tried to bring in someone to help communicate. That didn't work. Get him out. Get him out. Put him down in. Give him to Cam. He was when he does when I feel like when he's standing by himself, like, duh, I gotta talk. It's just deer in the headlights. It's the worst shit. I gotta fucking figure out how to get this in front of someone that fucking matters. I need to comment more. That's what I gotta do. I gotta comment mean fucking things. With my fucking van, I had to get real angry and just yell at people until someone fucking finally listened. Like, why do I have to get... I hate that. I shouldn't have to be mean to someone to get something done. I just need to... That's what it is. That's what it is. If I do it consistently enough, then I probably don't have to be mean. But then I have to put in way more energy to consistently, like, call Winnebago, call every day. Like, each day, just call. Keep calling, keep calling. Like, I don't know. Even then, it's like, I just feel like nothing would get done. And that would just be like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we'll call you back. I don't know. Maybe. Fuck you. It's like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to come up with some mean fucking comments and start and comment shit again. I got to figure out how to be actually funny, though. That's what gets people's attention. Being mean sucks. It's when you're funny about it. And I'm not funny. So, I'm screwed. But I want a good rampage. So maybe if I just go, instead of actually trying to be funny, I just be my complete self and just ram my head against a brick wall and beg and plead and just throw myself at the feet of Red Bull, the Red Bull Media Instagram account. Say, please, for the love of God, fire these pricks. New white hats, get them in. Can't have referees being the talk of the game. Getting down to the end and they're throwing fucking flags. These ticky-tack dumbass calls. We don't need it. You don't need to be the story. All right, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I got it out. Fuck them. Whatever. I'm gonna be mean on Instagram. Something's got to change. Something has to change. Something's got to give. And I'm going to be giving my fucking opinions, and no one wants that. And I'm not going to keep them to this fucking therapy session where no one's listening. They're going to start bouncing around in the fucking comment section, under YouTube videos, under Instagram videos, or pictures or whatever the fuck. And I'm going to be saying nasty things. I'm going to be a mean, nasty boy in the comments section. I'm going to get... Ooh, I'm going to be fucking angry in there. Respect me. Listen to my opinion. My opinion matters the most. I'm just going to say the most fucked up shit. I'm going to start personally attacking these people. I'm going to figure something out. All right. Well, that's Rampage. That's Rampage Talk Part 2. I didn't know that was part one and this is part two. There might be a part three. I don't fucking know. Really, the point is just so that I don't have to talk about my actual life. It's been pretty fun. Got laid off early October. Quite the downturn in the cannabis market. Whoops. Chose the wrong time to go into private accounting. But it was good experience. Got a lot of experience. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm an accountant, CPA. Blah, blah, blah. Gross. Ew, that's disgusting. Well, what'd you expect? If you listen to just 5 seconds of this, you could have guessed that I'm something just some sort of snooze fest cube monkey job. So, all right, I'm pretty sure no one's here now. I can talk freely. I don't know what the fuck I want to do. Accounting does suck. But getting back into the swing of like interviews and kind of you know, refreshing some of the more detailed tax topics and forms. I remember why I kind of like it. I remember why it feels interesting to watch everything kind of fit together as a puzzle. It is somewhat interesting. I think the problem was that I started to try to get more specialized and it got very difficult. And I was basically just teaching myself, you know, the three different methods of calculating inside versus outside basis of partnerships. 743 and 734, that's not a joke. Those are actually they're just reciprocals of each other. Section of the tax codes and like those types of basis adjustments. And my head was just fucking spinning. And I had no one to fucking help me. It was like trying to it was like herding cats trying to get these partner level superiors to teach me and give me any sort of inkling on what these were. It was more just like this number goes here and then this goes here and then this goes here. It's like, yeah, no shit. I can read the fucking I mean, now you can probably get Chat GPT to teach you. But like, you know, the websites, the articles, I can read that stuff. That's not the issue. I need to understand the concepts of this shit. Oh, that's where I missed the East Coast. I was learning so much on the East Coast, and then I went out to fucking dumbass Salt Lake City. And these fucking idiots. Well, you do this because this. It's like, yeah, but why? Because this is how we've always done it. It's like, when this happens, this happens. It's like, yeah, but why? What is going on? What are we trying to accomplish here? It's impossible, dude. So anyway, so now I'm like did private accounting. Private accounting is definitely 40 hours a week. I get it now. I get it. It makes sense. I get it. I never understood why people left public accounting until I wanted to fucking kill myself. And then it's like, oh yeah, now this makes sense. So it's like, do I want to go back to that level? Like, do I feel like I've grown as a human being? Yeah, kinda, maybe. I don't fucking know. I've been able to do some really cool shit the past like 2 years. And I don't know if I could have done that in public accounting. I also was going fucking crazy in public accounting. I just moved into the van, so I was going nuts by myself, not used to this. Now I'm a little more used to it. I mean, am I though? Because I was working in person every day, like for the past year and a half, 2 years. So, like, am I better off for it? Like, and then this one like job that I'm interviewing for, it's like in person each day with like probably 1 week per month out to like Ontario, Oregon. And it's like, do I want to go out to Ontario, Oregon for a week, 1 week a month or 2 weeks, maybe not over the summer, like for the rest of my life. Like the level that I'm going in at is like the manager level. So I'm like managing, but this is like I'm taking over a book of business. It is the manager level. It certainly is. But it's more like I think the guy like prepares his own shit and or prepares the return himself, but there's like bookkeepers that do like the tax prep or the book prep and like gives you the accounts and you probably don't know, but whatever. The point is, I don't know if I want to go out to Ontario, Oregon for the rest of my life and then or go to an office like for the rest of my life either. Like the I think the nice part about public accounting is that it could be remote and I could go wherever the fuck I want. I've been like cooped up in Portland, Oregon in like the rainier part of the season because I like don't know what I'm doing. I'm not sure if I need to. I mean, I need to be in the area to like get my mailbox, but yeah, I think the remoteness of it could be good. If I'm like, and now I've figured out what I need to do. I can budget better. I do. I fucking feel like I've grown enough as a person where I could handle it depending on the amount that I'm being paid and asked to work. I don't know though, because it's like, dude, you hated it so fucking much at first, but I was also basically supporting two people on that salary. And when I wasn't supporting two people and still spending a fuck ton of money on the road, just going out of my mind, I saved up so much. I saved up a good amount of money in a short amount of time. And I don't fucking have a plan for my go watch fucking hypernormalization by I think it's like Adam Curtis or whatever the fuck. I don't see a future for myself. Like I'm tapping out at like 65. Like I'm not retiring. I'm just gonna fucking off myself. Just drive off a cliff or something. So like basically like could I and public accounting jobs pay well. They pay well and you can work remotely. You have to work more, but it's like what is this what I do? Do I basically just like stack cash for the next I feel like it would be decade though. Like I would need a decade to like because the point like the whole point is to not have to work, right? That's the point. Unfortunately, our society is not set up to a point where you can just kind of switch careers very easily, not have to worry about stuff. There aren't social safety nets that allow people to follow a path of happiness or, if not even like follow past the path of happiness, but like I'm finding I have more interest in my body and like physical therapy basically. So like but I don't have the money and there isn't a social safety net program to kind of just quit accounting and throw like go into that like physical therapy. Like I would have to work nights or like go to school at night, do an incredible amount of work and like that's part of it. I get it. I get it. That is part of it. You got to want it. And maybe I just don't want it enough. So that's why I'm not complaining. It is what it is. But I, yeah, so it's like I would love to just not have to work or get to a point where I would have maybe the income to comfortably chase something else. So I'm starting to, I'm remembering why I found tax interesting in the first place. And getting back into it could be in some way, shape, or form you know, could be good for me. I might be able to do it. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm fucking figuring it out. I'm doing my thing. Just stressful. I paid my credit card bill and it was pretty expensive because my insurance came due as well. So although I had budgeted for it, still was just like, man, hate that shit. But you know what it is. What else? What fucking else? Um, I'm not reading that. Caden Ingersoll's pretty fucking good. Jake Atkinson, sorry, again, gotta bash you. Talk to that fucking guy, whatever, on the race companion. He's a moron. So now you have to be talked about. But yeah, that Caden Ingersoll dude is pretty fucking good. I don't know. How long have I been talking? 30 minutes ish? Who knows? Well, whatever. What else happened? I feel like more shit happened than. Oh, I crashed, had to get stitches, so I haven't been able to surf. I'm out by the coast right now. I just had to get away. I was getting cooped up in Portland. Timberline opened, so I think they're gonna just be on the weekends, but um that's pretty sick. Early season, I didn't get up there until January of this year, 2024. This season opened, so the fact they're already opened is pretty fucking wild. Hopefully it keeps up. That could be sick if we had a long ass season. That's the other part of public accounting. It's like that's like I feel like that's why remote. I need to be remote during when public accounting because it's like I'm already working long ass hours, like from what's it called? From the like I'm already working long hours, so to have to like drive up to the mountain, like no, I just want to be there for when I'm done working and I can just all right, go get straight on the mountain, like on the weekends, like so. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I gotta ask this place. It's because they're not like remote, so it's like, is there an option to go remote at some point? Because bro, I can't come in on Saturdays. Not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. Who the fuck knows? Um, yeah. So I'm out by the coast. The waves are fucking wild. They're big boys. I think there's gonna be like it says like 25 to 30 foot waves on like the 12th to the 15th. I think that's when the king tides are. If anyone hears this that lives on the East Coast and you like outdoor stuff, you gotta get out here. I like figure a way out here and just sell your soul to do it because it's unfucking believable. I don't like. I mean, the internet's out there for sure, but it feels like not enough people know about like what's going on out here. I'm selling everyone out here. I don't give a fuck. They got fucking secrets out here. Cool shit that I feel like no one understands. It's like, yo, do you guys know what these guys got out here? We need to recolonize the West. The East Coast needs to recolonize the West. We you think it's a North versus South, middle like Midwest versus coastal elites. No, it really isn't. It's basically from Denver West to Denver, like Denver, like the West Coast to Denver to, and then Denver to the East Coast. It's a right versus left. Well, I guess that's more politics, but you get it. Geographically speaking, it's a right versus left mentality. The like we gotta get people out here. We gotta get everyone out here. We gotta send bodies out here because these motherfuckers don't understand it. Like the fact that they even have public land that I've gotten to utilize. I just want to get. I'm. You know what? I say we burn it all down. We take it all from them. we get we get everyone out here. They really want to understand how bad it is. Like fuck you. We'll we'll basically just we'll just make this entire fucking coast a parking lot. Don't make us do it. Share what you got. Don't make us take it. Oh my god. It's not fair. I'm telling you. Oh shit. No, the heater was on. There we go. So out on the coast. Yeah, take a trip. Figure it out. It's pretty sick out here. It's unfucking real. Very expensive. Don't know how it happens. Not going to be able to do it forever. Will probably have to just commit to euthanasia at a certain point instead of a 401k. But when you're alive, boy, are you going to feel alive. So there's that. Oh man, I got to get in the water. I think I got to get these stitches removed and then do some fucking surfing. Should be a blast. I've never seen waves this big. Some of these waves are like I think they're easily like 8 to 10 feet, maybe 8 to 12. It's unreal, dude. You get fucking trucked by these things. All right, I'm just fucking rambling now. I have some hater things to talk about. Not a big fan of Hawaii, like the surf contest, pray to the gods vibe. Don't like it. Don't like the Christianity aspect of like praying before games. Don't like the fucking Native American religious shit before surf contests and praying to the gods. It's fucking weird. I don't like it. I don't like the normalization of the religious thing is what weirds me out. Like, if you want to do it and you're like, it's not, to me, it's religious, but, for everyone else, we're just honoring the area and what it's provided, the geographic area. Maybe that is what it is. I don't know. But they're fucking dressing up in little fucking loincloths, and it's weird, dude. I don't want to. We got clothes now for a reason. Like, just put on some fucking trunks, dude. Put on some board shorts. It's weird. Like, not everything. We didn't, slavery kind of just got left in the past. Trying to, you know? We're trying our best to leave it in the past. Tunics, they're not around anymore. The trebuchet could have gone just down the medieval route. But you get it. Some things are better left in the past. Things change. Don't be scared of the change. Well, I gotta bring this whole thing into the. I gotta do that now. I saw it done, so I need to do it. No change, Dude, it's fucking weird. It is weird. Stop acting like it's not weird. So fucking weird. All right, I'm just fucking rambling at some point. This is my hater stuff. What other hater stuff do I have? Not a fan of Shaun White. Dude, he's so designer. He's just so fucking cool. He's just so cool. Cool. He's just so cool. He's not cool, he's cool. So rad. Yo. Yeah, brah. Oh my god, you're so cool. 90210 cool. Fucking weirdo. What else? Broken Frame by Phoenix. I watched. That's an old video. It's how long I've since recording, but I don't know. It's just like I don't get why it's such a big deal when a frame breaks. Like he's a World Cup racer. Shit's gonna fail. Like if it's gonna fail, it's gonna fail under his watch. Like under his stewardship on the bike, running down the craziest fucking tracks, trying to triple something that's like 30 feet long and case the fuck out of it. Of course it's gonna crack. Like if anywhere that it's gonna crack, it's gonna crack there. Like I watched. I was at Doothy and someone's frame fucking cracked. I wonder if I've already talked about this and didn't. If I have, I might just skip over this. But here we go again. At Doothy, watch someone's frame crack. I think it was like a YT. Like I have a YT. That frame is gonna crack at some point. The way that I beat the fuck out of it, the creaking on that bitch, that's gonna crack at some point. It's like it's gonna fail. I don't get why it's such a big deal. Moving on. Oh man. Not saying either of those. I'm off. Not doing that. All right. Something is recorded. I've been having so much fun recording the fucking vids on my GoPro, that my DJI, that I just said fuck it to recording stuff. I don't want to delve into what I want to do with my life because that's actually a tough thought process, and I'll have to come to grips with the fact that I'm definitely going back into public accounting until at some point I can tell them to go fuck themselves. And that might be a fucking decade, but I just got to stack cashola, pay off some shit, maybe try and fucking help some people out along the way, and just let her rip. All right. Bye.